Your buddy was telling me you're thinking about starting a car dealership. I think if we're just starting out, we don't need a large dealership. We should just stick to small dealership. And even if we're getting a small dealership, we should negotiate it beforehand so we're not paying $3,000 upfront. Say something, if we can negotiate it down to around $2,000, $2,500. And even when doing that, I think we should negotiate a long-term lease. Say if we make the lease with them for 5 years, we can negotiate first 3 rents free, next 3 rents $1,000, next 3 rents from month 6 to 9, $2,000, and then finally from month 9 to 12, $2,500. And then for the next 5 years at $2,500. I think if you take a lease like that, that would be more beneficial. I don't think we need to purchase any land. I think just taking the land for a lease as rental, I think that should be perfectly fine. Security deposit, yes. Probably need to give either 1 to 2 months. So if we're doing $2,500 for rent, we'll need to give between $2,500 and $5,000 for their security deposit. Even the $1,000, I could probably help you with do that because I've set up many of my own corporations before. So that fee you can get rid of. I can help you set up your company. That's no issue. So for example, when we're doing the lease, you'll want to have everything reviewed by your attorney. If it's straightforward and simple, I can help you do that because I've done so many. That way we can properly negotiate whatever needs to be negotiated and make sure there's no clause in there that can hurt you later on down the road. In my opinion, it's best if you just keep the lease as simple as it can get, either 1 page or 2 page at most. That way it's simple, we know how much the rent is, we know what our expenses are going to be, they know how much they're going to get, and whose responsibility will the property be. $5,000 seems very decent for a setup. For example, you're going to need 2 desks, at least 2 computers because you want to have 1 backup, and 2 areas for customers to sit. This is not a very popular or super busy place because we're just starting up, so we're only going to have like 1 or 2 people at a time. So $5,000 is very good amount. We can do it in less probably. If we go to IKEA, we order some from online. We can probably get our desks for $600-700. The computers around $200 each. We could probably bring this down if we're speaking realistically and we don't need any other work. We can bring this down to $1,500 for the facilities fees. The reason people are coming to us is because they know they see a good price here, so they're coming here. In most states, that's a must. With your car dealership, you need to be able to repair. For example, if you sold somebody a Toyota Camry and the next day it's leaking oil, it's your responsibility to get it fixed because you want to be a good reputable businessman. You want to be a responsible businessman that people can vouch for. So you're going to want to have your own facilities. But this we can save. The location that we will rent, we'll try to find a mechanic shop with a decent sized lot that went out of business or is no longer there that we can refurbish and fix. So bring that cost a lot down. We'll bring that down to $3,000-4,000 just, in case any of the things need to be repaired initially. All the tire changers, balancers, the computer that analyzes the car to tell us what the problem is, all of that will be included in there. So we'll need some displays for the road, decent size, good industrial grade signs that'll last us a year, 2-3 years. I would say cost around $600 a piece. If we get 2, and run a corner property, we can hit both of the roads vertically and horizontally. So that would be about $600 each. We'll put $1,200 for the signage. The reason we'll be paying rent is because they'll already have a car lot for us, because that's what we're paying for. Yes, we'll need to set up our security cameras, at least 4 to 5 of those, have proper lighting. The security cameras, and you'll need internet with it. Probably about $100 per camera, around $500 should cover the camera and lightage. You need just small grand opening, 1 custom sign, $500 for our name, and the other 2 signs that we already mentioned. That'll be our biggest cost, the vehicle cost. So for that, what we can do is we can make a deal with the auction house. That's where this business gets interesting. The auction house, they want us to buy cars from them. And what we can do is we can take a line of credit from them for up to $100,000, $200,000 for the amount of cars that we'll need to purchase. On $200,000, we can purchase up to 40 cars a month, and that's no problem. But we'll only be purchasing the amount of cars that we'll be selling. So we'll try to keep only 10 on the lot or so. We'll try to aim our car purchase between $4,000 to $6,000 so we can sell them for $9,000, $10,000. So we'll roughly say on average, each car will cost us $5,000. And we keep about 10 on the lot. We should keep about 10 if we want to have a customer coming in every day. So on those 10 cars, out of those, let's say, hopefully we sell 2 in a week. So we'll be making about $2,000 per car. 8 in a month should be around $16,000. That'll be our top line revenue coming in. We don't need it. We're a mom and pop shop, small business. We're not a Toyota dealership. Those things can be done easily on Fiverr. Cost us $5 to $10 at most. And with now AI can give us different designs. Yes, initially the marketing and promotions may cost us. For that, we can run some Facebook ads, but we'll do something minor. We'll do $1 per car per day, about $30 per month per car, or however long till it sells. Because in today's digital age, we don't really need to be sending out pamphlets. Marketing won't be too big of a cost. It will be a running expense, so it won't be an initial cost. Staffing, great question. All right, for the staffing, normally you would need 2 salesmen and 1 secretary. Somebody that sees all the customers that come in and go and make sure everything's well and balanced. But since this is your startup, you will have to do the secretary's role. You will have to do the manager's role. You will have to do the buying agent's role. You will have to do the salesman role. Every role you're going to have to do by yourself until your business starts growing and it starts making money. Then you're going to have to hire a sales staff. You can sell at least 2 cars a day. Until you're selling 20, 30 cars a month, you do not need extra sales staff. Your total operation cost now. Now, if you start from the start, initially we're going to need $5,000 up front. About $3,000 in between all the licenses, the legal, and all of those small details, documentation that we'll need. You will have about $4,000 about for the setup, different lighting, camera, and signage. And about $2,500 for your inside decorations or furniture. Between that, I think we're at $5,000 plus $4,000 plus $3,000 plus $2,500, $14,500. We'll round up to $15,000 going to be your upfront cost. Your monthly cost for running this business, $2,500 that you're going to have to pay for rent. Okay, you're not hiring any employees because you're going to do it yourself in the start. Internet's going to be $50 to $80 a month. Camera fees are going to be about $10 a month. Maintenance and repairs, you're going to do upfront, so we won't have those for the first year or so. Waste managers, very cheap, $50 a month. You don't have a lot of waste. You're a car dealership. So you're going to have to spend about $500 on the dealer management system. But realistically speaking, you don't need a dealer management system upfront. You have a car, it's a low budget car, you show them the car, they like the car, they give you cash, that's it. Your financing cost is going to be your floor plan. That's the one that the auction house gives you for your line of credit. It's going to come around $15,000 at most. From there, that's what you need to start up. But if you don't have that money, you can easily ask a partner. That way you'll also save on the sales staff. You will save on the upfront cost. You'll save on the monthly cost if you're not making any money in the store. There's plenty of money to be made, so you both can have a piece. If you're ready to start this business, I'm happy to help however I can. Whether if you need my help with any advice, if you need my help to help you find a location, if you need my help just for, recommendations or actually be there with you to start the process, I'm happy to. Well, to run a successful business or to start a business and take it to success. If you're just running a successful business, you're taking it over, you need to be headstrong. Or in both scenarios, you need to be able to deal with problems. That is the most important trait that you need. Problems. As an owner, as a CEO, as a chief, whatever you call yourself, you're going to be dealing with problems. And if you can solve those problems, you will get to success. Well, like we just discussed, this car dealership, you need only about $15,000 to start. And for the ongoing basis, it's about $4,000 expense. If you can make your 2 sales in a month and you just got rid of your expense, well, really, I think AI itself is a beautiful thing. Back when I started business, I didn't have it. If I did have AI available to me back when I started, I think I would have gone a lot further than I am now. So AI, you can think of it as knowledge, and the experience, whether it's me or another partner you have in the business, experience is going to be how to use that knowledge to your benefit. Like, for example, if you have money, okay, you have money sitting on an account. If you don't know how to use that money to make more money, what good is it? Same way, AI, it gives you a lot of abilities. It gives you can say many superpowers. But if you don't know how to use those powers, what benefit is there?